Somebody said to me that if Jesus is black, heaven is a ghetto. Everywhere black people live is a damn ghetto. Why should I be yelling at the white man? Hell, if it wasn't for him, we'd all probably be dead from diseases and sickness. Or hell, we each other. It wasn't for the white man. The white man built America. You say, the slave built America. Don't they cover that lie? I'll slap the taste out of your mouth. You ain't built nothing. Half the time what you did build as a slave, the white man had to whoop your ass with a whoop to get you to do that little bit of work that you did do. It to whoop your ass to get it done. Talking about we built them. You ain't built a damn thing. Don't own a damn thing. None of it. You had Harlem, you threw that away. No, thank God for the white man. Thank God. He's built America and some other safe places. Built airlines so you can ride around on. Built automobiles. Hell, y'all ain't got one nation in Africa have built a car. Talking that damn talk. The only thing y'all can do is play basketball, run up and down the court like a bunch of double-jointed fools.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the light.
It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to get things started.
Hey, man, is that Double D? Yeah, man. Well, turn it up, man.
Let's just go in and, like, kill all the orcs, right? They're the bad guys. Who gives a shit? We just hack and slash and we loot their dead bodies, right? Hack and slash, kill them all, you know, conquer the infidels.
Boy, that campaign sounds like a barrel of fun, doesn't it?
Somebody who's opening a refrigerator and leaning in, right, is the language of a woman. Somebody who's opening the refrigerator and being cut off halfway through that lean is the voice of like a mermaid or a siren. Right?
They're utter shits. They're utter shits.
This is not the face of the hobby anymore. And I think there's been mistakes made in years past where people assumed that D&D players were all, you know, white dudes in a basement, which has been a faulty assumption for a lot of years and gets more and more false every day. And so it's, in my viewpoint, honestly, guys like me can't leave soon enough.
I just had to be born with empathy and a weakness for socialism and femboys. For socialism and femboys.
For socialism and femboys.
You gotta put a little hot sauce on the taco, you know what I mean?
We want this dwarf to be the dwarfiest dwarf.
Right.
We want the elf to be the elfiest elf.
And just the dashiest dash of Tabasco.
Their voices need to carry across water.
I'm a creative. It's a huge drain, right? Because fans can be off.
When we got the descriptions, they were very adamant. They were like, try not to make it like a white blonde guy. Like, please, like, we love him, but there's like 500 million of them.
You say white lives matter, they don't. White lives don't matter because white lives aren't a thing.
Lube for their rectal adventures.
Lutherville, Marina Del X, Otisburg. Who's this monster? She's got her own place. Otisburg. It's a little bitty place. Otisburg. Okay, I just wipe it off. That's all. It's a little town.
Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
5, 4, 3.
Great, Sam.
I've got a really big gorge here that I've got to traverse. Your mom has a big gorge.
Did you cry? That so much. I went into the house and my wife was like, "What's wrong?" And I just crawled onto her and sobbed.
Oh my God.
Well, ain't the old opening better?
Get away from me, you creepy, crazy fucking Canadian.
On with the show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was abrupt. Hadley ho, hold on. Double D tries to do like 10 things at once before putting out all these technical fires. Rogan caught something right before. We had some duplicate Rumble chats.
I got an A on that class.
He did. he earned his keep. Looks like our buddy Ryan over on the dark side on Rumble. We approve. Close enough. Welcome back, Uncle Ruckus. You're talking about the good Reverend there. One of my new favorites.
Was that double jointed fools?
Bunch of double jointed fools.
Bam.
Holy smokes. All right. Badger. Crazy Mouse is going to be a little late. And that leaves me to be on drop duty.
This centipede is a predator. Centipede.
Sunglasses go boom into orbit. Badger for 10. With my anniversary this weekend and birthday next weekend, I am formally petitioning to change the May zodiac sign, down with the bull and up with the almighty badger. I'll approve it. This is Mrs. D's. We'll just say her birthday week. So there's a lot. We have a lot of May birthdays in my family. By the way, in case you couldn't tell, Crazy Mouse will be here, but we have Rogan here.
Hello.
And special treat. We have the one and only movie man himself, Zolt.
Well, hello.
And by the way, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, mystery movie watch party tonight. The link, as always, should be in the description. We went very low budget last time with Way Bad Stone, but a pretty good movie, right?
Fun time.
Yeah. We're going to go completely the opposite. So I think you guys are going to want to stick around for the mystery movie watch party tonight over on Rumble. So we'll probably head over there 8:30ish. Give us plenty of time to finish up. But thank you, Badger. Much appreciated. And look at this, nigga. DB for 5. Hey, dog brothers, sword sisters, busy week. It's always busy for you, my friend. Always. But time for one of the highlights of every week. Looking forward to the show. Entertain me. That is our plan. My word. We got Brian Smaller for 5. New Zealand bucks. New Zealand war game scene. Still some good in the world. Some guys lost thousands buying my stolen minis in good faith, yet returned them to me. Half back already. Yeah, that's right. You got hosed. Brian had a malicious actor that he had extended a hand to, and you'll appreciate this, both of you boys, because both of these guys war game 40K, and this person stole Brian's minis, like a bunch of them, including ones that were kind of willed to him by somebody that I believe passed away.
So when they're all back, are you gonna unalive somebody?
I think I would want to. I'm sure Brian was not very happy about that. So
you feel that, Soul, don't you?
Oh, how do you do that? Especially somebody who's trying to help you. So I'm very glad that that's being rectified. I'm so glad that there's somebody out there, who's decent and honorable and did the right thing, even though he wasn't really at fault. It sounds like that guy tried to buy it on good faith. Man. Hey, speaking of war games, this just came. This got the old Blucher rules for Napoleonics. Gonna get some 15mm. I got the epic battles for Warlord Games. I have my French army done. British army, I just have to finish up the cavalry. But then I'm thinking of doing either Prussians or turning the Prussians into Russians. So those Blucher rules are highly spoken of. Simple rules. You can finish in a huge battle like Waterloo in like 3 or 4 hours. So looking forward to it. Lord of Oz. My word. What do we got for you? Oh. I'm going to give you guys something that you don't see very often. Oh, let me give this to you.
You're what is best in men.
You are what is best in men, Lord Oz.
Good movie.
$10. Thank you, sir. We placed the print order for our Kickstarter this week. Excellent. The 5-year nightmare is almost over. Once we have it for public sale, I'll shill it. Please do. I'll be happy to shill it for you. Just reach out to dashgabbers@gmail.com. I will be happy to give you a little press on that. My God, you guys are like, dang, unstoppable tonight.
Generosity is amazing.
Unstoppable. Well, let's go back in time a little bit. I get to do the ones that Crazy Mouse, like he has his favorites. God bless him. I got some from the past.
Like, you've got ogres.
That's his real voice, by the way.
Not edited.
Not edited. No. Ninjaneer for $20. My God, thank you so much. Finally caught the live show. First time in a while. Here's some support. Well, it's very much appreciated. Thank you. You guys are being very, very kind. I do love it. You better leave those Prussians the fuck alone. Well, the thing is, somebody I know, I think, is doing an army. And the thing is, Warlord has only done 3. They've only done the Battle of Waterloo. So it's French, British, and Prussians. Now, this one guy I know from the story, that would be Rock. I think he did Prussians. So we may already be covered on Prussians, but Prussians you can kind of turn into Russians. Then you can do, you can do things like Borodino, in the invasion of France in 1814. Cool stuff like that. But who knows? I may even, still do Prussians at some point in the future too. But I appreciate you, your loyalty to the fatherland, Ryan. Okay, let's see here. Got to get back to Crazy Mouse not being here is throwing me for a loop. Okay. All right. Let us do a little bit of RPG news, boys. Baldur's Gate 3 tie-in. Books coming from Penguin Random House.
Uh-oh.
Now, you played BG3, right, Zol?
I did. I liked the game.
Yeah.
There's some hokey shit in there, but overall, I thought they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, and I think that was the consensus from a lot of people. A lot of people, even those that kind of hate all the bullshit going on, they're like, it's a pretty good game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the gay vampire, notwithstanding, what's his name? Asterion.
Banging your druid in animal form.
Yeah.
Kind of fucking weird, but
yeah, it's a little.
Really?
That's probably what these books will be about. Yeah, that was the one thing in the game. They really pushed like being able to have romances in like any combination of characters, and you could engage in a romantic relationship while you were a druid in animal form.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird, but
it's very weird.
You don't have to bang any bears, and if you leave that out of it, the game's pretty
You don't
good.
have to bang any bears. You don't have to, but
I want to sexualize everything, don't
they really do. It's fucking weird.
I think this is one of the books. This is probably the best one of the lot. I think this is just graph paper, though, if I'm not mistaken.
That looks cool, at least.
It does look cool. I will say that. I'll give him that. That's
sort of a Necronomicon, Evil Dead kind of look going here.
Yep, like that. But then, of course, because it's modern day D&D, we got to get the coloring book.
I like that they're targeting the modern adult audience with coloring books.
Exactly, yes. They know their target market.
They
It's
do.
28-year-old women.
With blue hair.
Yeah. A feast for a 10-day. And, of course, got to be a cookbook, right, boys?
You could have done a really cheap one-page peasant version of this. You just open it up and it just says Goy Slop.
Goy Slop. It's the,
this is for the nobles, I'm guessing.
It's the slang term for pottage, I guess. Craig for 10. What have we got for you? Ooh, I like this one for you. I'm going to match this one up for you, Craig.
Ew, what happened to the tolerant left?
$10 Canadian. Close enough, even with the exchange rate. If you're taking request suggestions for movies, I formally request The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. That's a good movie.
Fun movie.
Yeah, for sure. Not sword and sorcery, but an awesome movie, nevertheless. Keep that in mind. I'd like to burn through most of the fantasy, kind of keep it in vibe with the channel. And then we could do some horror too. And the only reason I say that is this man over here, Zolt, has probably, I'll tell you what, in our city, you probably have probably the best collection of horror movies.
I'd like to think so, yeah. There's no challengers that I know of.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't have a huge city, but it's like the 4th biggest city in Pennsylvania. So he hands down has the biggest collection of horror movies.
If we ever do horror movie night, I will definitely find something really, really good.
He's good at finding stuff just kind of in the right down the fairway of what we're looking for. But yeah, Buckaroo Banzai, that was a very, very, very good movie.
Hell of a cast.
Who's the main character in that?
Was it was it Fred? What's his name? Who the hell was in that?
Weller?
Yeah, that's right. It was Peter Weller.
Peter Weller.
That's right. Yeah.
Slipping my mind there for a minute. I don't know why I was thinking Bill Pullman for a minute. I don't know why.
Bill Pullman. Peter Weller. Yeah,
Peter
RoboCop.
Weller.
Yeah.
Yep.
We just talked about last week, I think.
Underrated actor in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, everybody loves RoboCop, but he's got a lot of other good stuff.
Oh, for sure. Legit historian too. I think I said last week. Like I remember
Smart
watching
guy.
like historical documentaries on the History Channel, and they'd be like Peter Weller, you know, in his university. I'm like, is that RoboCop Peter Weller? It was. Patrick for 2 over on the dark side. Good to see you, sir. I'll forgive the cookbooks. I'm a big collector of themed cookbooks. Hell, I even cook the recipes, considering I enjoy cooking. Well, there you go. Looks like a feast for 10 day.
Well, this makes
Might
sense
end
since a
up
lot
in
of the
your-
campaigns in this edition are revolving around like cook-offs and shit.
Food, yeah, food.
So you could live action role play that now with
Yeah.
this book here.
Film yourself there, Patrick.
Well, it sounds like in the future, Friday night's going to get really exciting. And it's going to
Hell
smell
yeah.
delicious.
It's Mrs. D making this Friday out of the cookbook.
Some of that goy slop.
Just the goy slop for us.
God bless it.
Goy slop for you. Now, this may be of interest to you, Mr. Zolt, Mr. Ravenloft lover over there. Zolt has a bi-weekly Ravenloft campaign. He's a huge fan of the setting. Check out D&D's version of Cthulhu via WizKids' new miniature for Ravenloft, The Horrors Within. WizKids has provided retailers with the first look at D&D's version of Cthulhu as it appears in the upcoming book Ravenloft. The
Now, is
Horrors
that like
Within.
a Wizards of the Coast children's like marketing thing, or
I don't think so.
I've
No.
never heard of that.
I think this is straight up. This is just straight to fans of the the new setting, I guess.
Got it.
Yeah, they're coming up with Ravenloft, The Horrors Within. They're kind of like rebooting. They're doing a lot of stuff that people don't like. Like they're including Lord Soth, I think, from Dragonlance. He's the big baddie from Dragonlance. So people are like, all right, what the fuck is he doing in Ravenloft? Like, he doesn't belong in Ravenloft. But
Interesting.
But in addition to that mix, that's sort of kind of out of place. They're also, I think, jamming in Cthulhu, which I may have touched on before, which I think is just kind of a cheap trick these days, because Cthulhu is cheap now. I mean, it's public domain, I believe, for the most part.
I don't care how powerful your wizard is. No one is going to kill Cthulhu.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it totally betrays the founding of the mythos. These were creatures you're supposed to be terrified of, run away from, had no hope of defeating.
Your sanity was affected by a byproduct of their energy. It was nothing personal. They just existed.
Yeah. On the other hand, they did give hit points for Vishnu and like the deities and demigods.
That is true.
Maybe they were, hey, look, but that was old school D&D. So are they admitting that old school D&D, was something to emulate? I don't know.
Isn't it kind of like a weird thing to you've got this massive intellectual property with D&D, Ravenloft, all these settings, and now you're like drawing on other intellectual properties to add to your shit. It just seems kind of weak.
It definitely shows some holes in the game, I would think, that they have to kind of so cheaply and easily go to that.
Yeah, I concur.
You could do a new Ravenloft, and kind of maybe make, like I said, maybe make kind of an R-rated version. I've said this before. If I ran D&D, I would have a main line, which was kind of basically for all the normies, nothing, basically just normal D&D as we know it, and then maybe just like kind of a prestige brand.
Honestly, like all they need to do with Ravenloft, because this is always what made Ravenloft cool in the first place, is identify these gothic horror tropes and then lean into them.
Yeah.
That's really it. That's all you got to do. But they stray too far away from that and try to get creative with their own ideas, and their ideas are fucking terrible. So
yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't there like a fairly well received new Frankenstein movie like on Netflix or something?
I haven't seen it. If there
I've
was.
seen bits and pieces of it, but I think it was well received.
Obviously, I haven't seen it. I'm pretty wary of anything new these days. So, but that to me, if just the fact that people saw it means that there probably is an appetite for gothic horror. There probably always will be. If it's done correctly, if the mood is right. I mean, let's face it, gothic horror is all about the visuals.
It's all about atmosphere and setting,
mood, atmosphere. The plots don't have to be terribly original.
Yeah.
I think you're good to go. That's a good point. You kind of lean into those tropes.
Yeah,
but they're kind of. It looks like they're just taking the easy way out, as modern day D&D always does. So WizKids has made this Cthulhu figure to tie into the new Ravenloft setting. Looks significantly different than classic depictions of the Elder God Cthulhu. Well, let's see what it is. There it is. What you think?
The translucent head idea, I guess, is cool, but it's okay. It's not terrible, but I'm not like blown away by it or anything.
Like in a vacuum, it's fine.
Yeah.
I just don't.
It's got that kind of like AI generated feel to it again, sort of.
Yeah, you're right. Especially for like a 3D.
It's like a
3D,
printed.
it kind of does.
I don't know.
It's a little paint by numbers. I think that in conception, they're like, what do we do? Oh, well, let's just break up the wings. That's like the biggest thing.
Tentacles, obviously, you got to have tentacles. Yeah. So this is in Ravenloft now, huh?
Yeah, but apparently it's gonna be when they release the book.
Huh.
The only reason I may be a little against the tentacles kind of competes with the iconic face tentacles, which I think should always be a little bit more pronounced. Like, I would always, for Cthulhu, I would always have those things hanging down to almost belly level, These other tentacles just kind of compete with it. Visually, it kind of drowns it out a little bit. I don't like this. I don't necessarily love the silhouette of the wings. They're okay.
They're like insect-like.
Yeah, I'm not loving the wings really either, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to bag on it too much. I mean, it's okay. Like you said, the head itself is pretty good until you get like the tentacles are just too short for me. Fun fact, says Jeffrem, about Buckaroo is that Infasa borrowed him for BattleTech setting. Okay. He and his group ended up traveling through time and served House Davian. Oh, that is cool. I didn't realize there was a little crossover there. Thank you very much for that, my friend. Make sure I get everything here. Oh, we got another one here. $2 from Travis Pop. Did the alien from Independence Day evolve? Yeah, it kind of does have that kind of a look, doesn't it, Trav? Yeah, thank you. And Mr. Ryan, though I'm still pissed at Reaper, their Cthulhu is pretty legit. Yeah, I believe I know the one you're talking about. I backed a couple of Bones minis. I didn't back that one, but I think I remember.
There you go, Double D.
Like seeing it.
That was a handful of years back.
That's right. Yep, I do remember seeing that.
The thing with a model like this too is when you're trying to fill shoes this big, it just seems like no matter what you do, it's going to feel like it came up short. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. But they also know that there's people out there who will buy anything Cthulhu.
For sure.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah, for sure.
3 out of 10 off model, says Craig. Thank you, sir. Oops. And I believe I hear a little squeak. Squeak, squeak.
What I missed? Start over.
That thing is just hanging right down in front of the computer there, Crazy Mouse. You'll see an open thing to plug your headphones into. Just make sure it goes in all the way, if you will. And Crazy Mouse will get settled as we move on a little bit. There you go. One last look at the head. That head is probably the best part of it. Let's admit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty darn cool.
It kind of like it takes Cthulhu, the horror of Cthulhu, into the sci-fi realm. I understand, the
doesn't quite belong in again though. It just doesn't quite belong in Ravenloft, does it?
It's like a sci-fi alien right there.
Yeah.
Instead of Cthulhu.
Did we hit this one up yet?
We did not. Double D, you came.
I'm a Secretary of State. Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
This guy.
Why do you keep saying that? Because they pay me every time I do.
Literally sits down in a seat, picks out the right super chat to highlight, and then has the drop ready. He's in his prime.
That's what we do.
Double D brought to you by Carl's Jr. Thank you so much,
Slides
Hunger.
in like a glove.
No doy.
WotC declined to voluntarily recognize the Magic Arena Union by May 1st.
What's that all about?
I think it's the online version of Magic.
Yeah, what's the union? I don't know.
Oh, they're trying to unionize.
Literally.
Literally
I thought they
unionize,
meant
yeah.
like they were trying to, unite two intellectual properties or something like that. Oh, okay.
No, they're just dirty communists. That's just run-of-the-mill commies.
So Wizards of the Coast said, nah.
Yeah, they're playing it cool. They didn't say no, but they didn't voluntarily recognize it until.
So they're just like, did you guys hear something?
You know what's going to happen? People are going to lose their jobs.
Yes.
And I have no problem with that.
It's kind of like what happened when Starbucks tried to start a union. They're just like, what stores is that happening at? Yeah, we'll just shut those ones down.
Yep.
Yeah, Mrs. Mouse is on. She works for a really big grocery company, and she is one of the people that was designated years ago that if word of a union came up in the stores, she was one of the people that had to go to wherever that was in the country to, like, whoa, we have it better off without a union.
Yeah.
So
I believe that.
Call in the Pinkertons, right?
Yeah.
Do some union busting.
And when you think about it, our whole family is employed by them.
Mm-hmm.
Rogan has two
sons
there.
Yeah.
Both of
Double
my
D had two
both
there.
of my kids worked at this chain. It's a very good chain. And
Zolt shops there.
I had lunch there today.
Patrick over on the dark side. They all love Cthulhu and love everything about the mythos. But they're the first to shit on the creator, of course.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, wait, that sounds a lot like Wizards of the Coast's MO, doesn't it? Yep. Ask him what Lovecraft's cat's name was. That'll
problematic.
That'll set their buttholes a puckering. Yeah, so per the Post, Wizards has had no contact with union reps at all. Their only statement about the planned filing being released to the media sources instead. Blah, blah, blah. Developers tied to Magic announced they were forming a union. Yeah. As Wizards has not chosen to voluntarily recognize the union, the next step would be an election overseen by the NLRB, in which all qualifying employees can choose to vote on whether or not to form a union. They will, of course, per the United Wizards of the Coast page. The group's voluntary recognition letter contained a supermajority of the arena team, meaning they would have those votes, of course, as I just said.
Well, I don't know how fast an NLRB will react to that, since they're speaking from the union I'm in right now. It takes almost a year and a half for when it gets to that point, for them to step in.
Yeah.
I remember when I worked at the casino, they tried to unionize, like basically start a union for the table games dealers up there, and it was incredibly anti-union sentiment. Like nobody wanted anything to do with that, and they just shut them the fuck down. And
we're sort of been. I think we've in this country we're kind of just had it kind of drilled into our head. Like we were willing to accept physical union, like the one Rogan is in. Rogan's a welder.
Mm-hmm.
So I think people are like machinists, welders, and that. I think we have a tolerance for. People. I don't think people have a high tolerance for people that sit around and put prompts into AI to help do their job and then be creative.
Yeah.
Especially when there's a lot of people who don't need to get a paycheck from a bigger company. They just do it on their own.
Especially since you could just replace half of these people with AI in the first place.
Yes,
they're
kind of overplaying their hand a little bit. Send the Pinkertons, says Surly. Yep. Fashionably late. Yeah.
So was I.
Yeah, I was gonna say so is Crazy Mouse, but he did let me know, so that's always appreciated. But we are one big happy family. Remember, guys, mystery movie watch party tonight, 8:30ish. Going to be a good movie. You guys are going to want to watch it. You're going to want to
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Still working through that fantasy genre. Someday, though. Official Justice League TTRPG launching in July. Die 20 Culture, a Brazilian RPG publisher, has announced plans to adapt the DC universe into an RPG. I don't know.
That's the kind of thing that can happen. I mean, don't they have to? I'm guessing they had to pay some money or something to do that.
Oh yeah, that's a license. The thing is too, those licenses only last for like maybe 4 or 5 years, and then a lot of times these companies can't justify purchasing it again, or renewing it, so all support just stops.
Yeah.
Yeah, shellback for 2 trade unions or more guilds. Yep. Yep, exactly. Thank you, brother. I don't know. It has Mark Waid attached to it. Mark Waid is a cocksucker. Definitely has done some stuff. Didn't he do Kingdom Come? Didn't he write Kingdom Come?
The first game?
No,
the comic.
Might have.
I thought he was associated with that.
I love the art on it.
But that's the problem. He may have been the writer, but all everybody remembers about Kingdom Come is the art.
Yeah.
You know, the art made it. So, yeah, 4 years. GGG. Yep. And then, if you remember, they had a fire sale for that Conan stuff because I picked up a couple of things from it at the very end. That's what they have to do when these licenses run out. They start having these huge sales.
Remember Homeboy Shopping Network on In Living Color?
Yes, yeah.
Well, you're talking about like a fire sale. Now we can get Conan himself.
So anyway, there you go. We're actually playing a DC game from Monolith right now. The what is it? The Gotham City RPG. What's the name? What's the actual?
City Chronicles.
Gotham City Chronicles. We're having a good time with that.
It's a blast.
Mo money. That's right. You guys want to go back in time a little bit? Zolt, this will be a little bit too old for you, but maybe you remember the echoes of it. I don't know. Somebody posted this. I know Crazy Mouse and Rogan and I. Somebody put high school in the 80s. All right. Hands up, chat. Was this you? Could this have been you? Because this damn well could have been, I know Double D and Crazy Mouse for sure. Probably Rogan too.
Not me. And I'll tell you why. Those right there wouldn't have happened. There were no girls at my high school.
That's true. Yeah, you went to an all boys. Yeah. I did not, though. I went to a normal school.
Yeah.
A lot of good-looking haircuts.
I know, yeah.
These are the tame ones.
God, what I wouldn't do to go back and see those haircuts again. No, it's such a better time. Look at everybody's like afraid to be on camera. Nowadays, it's like everybody has one.
What's missing is the rectangular pizza.
Yep.
The school pizza.
God. Oh yeah, the terrible. I got my senior year. Let me go full screen for this. My senior year, I wasn't allowed to buy lunch because I got caught stealing in the lunch line. They used to have these little. Do you remember those little crinkle cups of like Jell-O?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Little white crinkle cup of Jell-O, and one was like really like kind of halfway down. I'm like, that's kind of So I doubled one. I put 2 in 1.
You doubled up. Double D.
This just goes to show you where we are as far as like society. And even though I was pissed at the time, now I look back and I'm like, damn, they did right. There was a lunch lady there. She looked like a biker chick. She had like long, stringy black hair. Probably, was probably a druggie. But she's like, "What did you just do?" I'm like, it was hardly full. I'm like, I just filled it up. She told the powers that be. I was in the vice principal's office that afternoon, and he said, "You can't buy lunch here anymore. You have to pack your lunch."
That's messed up.
I remember being like, "Whoa!"
Now lunch is free.
Yeah, now it's just like they'd be so afraid. Like we can't deny this guy lunch. He's just like, "Yeah, you stole. You are not buying lunch here anymore." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I went back and told everybody. I mean, Surly, you got me right in the heart because I told my I always told my mom first because my mom was kind of a softie, and she was pissed at first, and she's like, "What?" And she's like, "Ah, bah, bah." And I'm like, "Don't worry, Mom, I'll take care of it." I'm like, other people can buy my lunch for me if need be, or I'll just pack my own. And then later on that night, she wanted to make light of it, so she's like, "How you doing, you little Jello thief?" she used to. That whole night, she was just snickering about it. Yeah. He stole a mouse ball. From the computer room. Actually cleaning the inside of the mouse. I ended up showing her how the inside of a mouse worked. There you go, the man. Yep. Ryan, doubling up Jello is how you end up in a van down by the river.
Ain't that the truth?
It scared me straight. Like I said, I was a little bit of a hero for a couple of days. They're like, "Whoa, no, you can't buy lunch." And I'm like, "Yeah." But in retrospect, good job, whoever that vice principal was. I can't remember. But our friend Gavin Morgan, he got paddled by that vice principal too.
Holy cow. His senior year?
I think it was his. I think this happened both in our junior years. I can't remember what he did.
Spanking in his junior year in high school.
Yeah, he got the board. I mean, it was like, he said it was legit. He's like, it fucking hurt. He's like, I didn't let him know it hurt. He's like, I just gritted and was like, okay, walked out and was like, oh.
I used to always, every time my dad would put a whooping on us, I'd always would say at the end, that didn't hurt. And then I would just get it more and harder. And I would just say, that didn't hurt. And that's how it went.
Wrong thing to say.
I remember in ninth grade, like a couple months into it, some kid did something and they were going to try to paddle him, and he beat the principal up.
Oh, jeez.
So they like,
where was that at?
At Academy.
Academy. Okay.
Academy was brutal when I went there.
That's right. That was a pretty brutal school back then. Yeah.
Prison rules.
Prison rules. Toby for 2 for the lunch lady semen retention.
I am personally doing NoFap because right now I'm also doing semen retention.
Condor made a seething video about me and others. We'll have to do another Vultureverse. Badger for 2. Bring back the 80s. Make dodgeball great again.
Yes.
Amen, brother.
Yes.
What a game.
Amen.
I miss the sting.
Yep.
Just teaches you so many different life skills.
It does, yeah. Teaches you to drop when necessary.
Yeah.
That's, you know what? That probably saved an eye or two from me and this girl. We used to hang out we were like 9th grade. So we're talking like Miami Vice premiere years, like what, 85 maybe? We used to just hang out in the neighborhood, and all of these cathedral prep kids came driving by. It was me, my friend Jeff, my friend Ray, and then 2 girls that we would hang out with.
Cathedral Prep was the all-boys school.
All-boys school, yeah. So, we're just like, what are they? We heard them go by, and we heard a psst, psst. Somebody was hanging out the window, and I'm like, I think I've heard that before. So they did a loop and then came driving by again. And then all of a sudden we heard, they had one of those CO2 fully automatic BB guns.
Oh, no.
And I mean, like by BB, like metal BBs, like
Right.
These things.
The real
hurt you.
ones.
Yeah. So we scattered and like we hid in the side of this girl's house, and they were hunting us from the car. But they were like slowing down. It was kind of like Escape from New York, when he was trying to get away from the Duke. That's the way I felt. And I just remember being next to the girl. Her name was Jen. And like we had our heads up, and they stopped. And then I think they saw us. And I'm like, oh shit. And I put her head down. Like we hit the deck. And then I just heard like another round go out. And then I think maybe their CO2 ran out or something. Because then they just peeled out and like drove off. But it was fucking scary, man. 84, Bob. Yep, 88 here.
We were just talking about Smear the Queer and Kill the Man with the Ball just 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Crazy Mouse sent a text
to him and
it.
Gavin.
Yeah.
And I said that Kill the Man with the Ball, I was really good at that game. Really good at that game. And that's what led into Smear the Queer. And
yeah.
Another game we played in the neighborhood was called Freeze Tag. We played that a lot. Stuff like that.
Fuck yeah. Yep. Class of 99,
wow.
Patrick. Yep.
I have an 83. I saw an 86 in there, and 92.
Zolt, you're in the 2000s?
04.
04, yeah.
Mhm.
Zolt's a youngin.
Yep.
Firm millennial youngin. But yeah, you get still
2016, 2011, 93, 84, 97.
Yep, all over the place.
It's like bingo.
Yeah, there's
Mikhail,
some
2016, yeah.
People around my age in here. Okay.
Good to see some of you youngins in here. Us old bastards.
You see, the generations, there's really not a divide on a lot of things.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, I do want to get to this story. Have you? I don't know if you guys heard this. It's crazy, this one. All right. Allegations that J.P. Morgan executive Lorna Hagini turned her staffer into a sex slave are fabricated, according to the New York Post. Outlets report that 35-year-old Chirayu Rana is the man who brought the lawsuit. The man accused Hagini of forcing him to have sex with her. If you don't fuck me soon, I'm going to ruin you. Never forget, I fucking own you, he accused her of saying. Hagini was accused of asking Rana if she could give him oral sex in the office, saying, "Birthday BJ for the brown boy, my little brown boy." And then apparently said, "I bet your little Asian fish head wife doesn't have these cannons," he accused Hagini of saying. Now, this is the guy bringing the suit. And as somebody on X said, he looks like a character in a Pixar movie.
He does. She was trying to suck this guy's dick, huh?
I guess.
Oh, my God.
But, like, this is her. And as soon as I saw it, everybody was like, yeah, I'm sorry. There's a little bit of a looks mismatch here.
Maybe
you know
it's
what
like
I mean?
a psychological thing. Like she's just like super damaged.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like Lovecraft.
I say he does. Yeah, he does have that. If Lovecraft was a Jeet, yeah, absolutely.
Vikram Lovecraft.
Vikram Lovecraft. The mythos, please. Yeah, the plot for Bad Bosses.
Horrible bosses.
Horrible bosses, yeah. I would say, my initial reaction was he's a scammer. All these people are scammers. And I think it more or less has been sort of proven to be a scam. But I did say modern women are so crazy, you always have to put at least a 1 to 2% chance that it's legit. Dude has the Innsmouth look. Yeah, he does. Just like, what's his name? Jeff from the gaming gang last week. He's got the Bombay look. Yep, she looks pretty. Apparently has nice cannons too.
and she's got a lot of money?
Yeah. Well, J.P. Morgan strongly denies the claim. Following an investigation, we don't believe there's any merit to these claims. While numerous employees cooperated with the investigation, the complainant refused to participate and has declined to provide facts that would be central to support the allegations. The Post, that would be the New York Post, reports that Rana, that's the guy, did not even report to Hagini and that they were only colleagues on the leveraged finance team. He's tarnished her with a complete fabrication, an ally.
How bad do you think that dude is fighting with his wife over that fish head comment right now?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
She saw that. She's like, "The fuck did you say?"
Especially she finds out, wait a minute, you've been proven to be a liar, so you made that part up. You think I
this
have
is
a
all
fish
fabricated.
head? Yeah, it's a great point.
Whatever career direction this guy's going to, he'll never get it. He'll never attain it.
Yeah, Ryan. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. So we don't believe all victims now. Yeah. Well, I think initially some people did, but my initial thing was you got to kind of be an umpire here, call balls and strikes. The kind of gulf between the looks. Yeah, I don't know. But as I said, women are nuts now. J.P. Morgan and Hagini have hit back hard against the claims. Multiple sources, this is from the New York Post, by the way. Multiple sources told the Post that J.P. Morgan's internal probe, which reviewed emails, records, and devices, found zero evidence of wrongdoing. Hagini fully cooperated, while Rana did not, the bank said. And that's a little sus, as the kids say. The Post also reported on Monday that Rana apparently lied to the bank about his father dying so he could collect paid leave. That's a big red flag there. And apparently used the time off to prepare the bombshell lawsuit against Hagini and his employer.
He was preparing it on company time.
Yeah,
I like
paid.
that.
Yeah, said his father died. He's like Klinger from the 4077. Despite sources saying he used time off for bereavement, the Post found Rana's father alive and well Sunday.
He was like a father to me.
Yes. In Rana's new filing, one alleged witness, who appears to be a family friend of Rana's, says he was staying in an apartment while visiting New York City and was woken up by Hajini's drunken antics in the middle of the night. The other anonymous affirmation, seemingly from the owner of the apartment where the family friend was staying, claims he saw Hajini kissing Rana's neck on the street sometime during the summer of 2024. And in September 2024, she overheard them entering her apartment building, recalling that Hajini said something that sounded like, "I own you, Brownie."
So the landlord is his uncle?
It sounds like it, doesn't it? What I guess is the ones who weren't like direct family or friends were probably just enticed with a payoff.
I'm guessing this dude was just like, I don't need any evidence. All I need to do is imply something racist, and they're just going to give me what I want.
Yeah. Trust me, you'd have to go pretty far for me to side with a white woman these days. In this case, though, I think the scammer is a scammer. So, I guess we'll see, though. We'll see. So, he said he had trauma, all that stuff. Dear Penthouse, I never thought this would happen to me, but talking about my fish-headed Asian wife. All right.
It's like the guy at the counter, in that Calgon commercial. Fish head wife, huh? Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
Here's his secret. Calgon. He's telling his truth. Works for women, says
Believe
JJ
all
Director.
men.
Yeah. Like I said, this is one where with some reservation, I do have to side, because for all we know, maybe she's one of the few normal women still out there, and she's like, wait, what the fuck?
She could have hacked his phone and deleted all of the texts, and he just didn't want to be publicly embarrassed,
Yeah.
She does own him, after all. Fear induced.
You're mine, Brownie.
You're mine.
And the weird part is what if she really did say, like, "You're mine, Brownie," as she's looking at a brownie?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
And
Pan of brownies.
This guy happened to be in the break room at the same time.
He's just nodding. Gotcha.
It's like the guy walking in the office. Is there a brown person here?
No. Is there a black person?
Black
here?
person here.
Is there a black person here?
Is there a black person here?
Shawnee, me boy, 5 memberships. This guy,
I got
consistent
something
as the
for
North
him.
Star. Thank you so much, Shawnee.
Again.
You have nice manners for a thief and a liar.
You're gonna want that succulent Chinese meal drop ready for later on, Crazy Mouse. You'll know when, and I think Shawnee already has the heads up on one of the things we're gonna cover. So,
okay, so this video is
You're mine now, Brownie.
Yeah,
because in the
your fish head.
I like brownies.
surface, it will seem like I'm talking trash about one of the most popular figures in Dungeons & Dragons culture right now, Aabria Iyengar. And yes, I'm gonna say some negative things about her, but
This just popped up as I was painting some Napoleonics in the back. So this is like a year or two out of date, but I didn't care. Anything that makes Aabria Iyengar look bad, I'm all for. So this is some channel. I have nothing against this channel, at least on the face of it, other than I cut out some of the stuff. He trips over himself trying to apologize, like, oh no, really, I'm not trying to like put her down, but as you can see, he makes a pretty good case.
Double D, I have a question for you, and since I missed the beginning, I don't know if you did it. Did we welcome that new viewer?
Oh, the refugee from Jeff.
Yeah.
No, we did not. So, welcome. Yeah, we got the guy who is sticking up for us in Jeff the Gaming Gang's chat when he was saying like, hey, all those guys are doing, they're just trying to, say this. And remember, Jeff was like, nope. But he posted in the comments last week after the fact and was like, hey, that was me. So I said, please make yourself at home. So if you are in the chat, raise your hand. be counted, and thank you for having our back.
To this, it's not a hit piece. This is all going to result in actionable advice for players of D&D, so don't you worry your pretty little head about that. Anyway, hey there, I'm GM Jim from Wizards and Wordslingers, and today we're going to talk about the Critical Role Campaign 3 finale and something that happened at the table. First, I have to set the scene. Aabria played a side character for a few sessions of Campaign 3, and they brought her back for the finale to get some closure on that PC story. Aabria is clearly excited to be here and she's having fun, but now we get to the problematic part. Ashley Johnson's character Fern has a relationship with a powerful extraplanar figure.
Already. Powerful extra.
His look says it all.
Interspecies erotica.
Matt's look says it all.
Yeah.
And right away, Abria's like, is he hot?
Yeah. Why don't you try call your guy? Who's your guy?
Oh, I have a guy. He works for Kevin Campbell.
Kevin Campbell.
Little T.
Carne asada.
Yeah.
Nice. Is he single? Why don't you ask?
And this is where it begins. This is pretty typical behavior with PCs that Aabria plays, and there's nothing.
Whoa. Didn't notice that.
Wait a minute. Is that Batgirl? Yeah.
Not bad.
Drink her in.
Yeah.
I didn't play this specifically for this, but if you don't think I'm going to take this attack of opportunity, you guys are crazy.
A xylophone or something. What is that? Keyboard.
That was definitely before she started she's putting on a little bit of weight now, I think.
She's starting to get some tats on her.
Yeah.
I see 3 for sure.
Yeah.
4, 5. I see 5.
Yep.
5 showing.
Not a good sign.
Matt hates every single one of them.
Still, not too bad.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Nothing inherently wrong with playing a horny character. But it's what happens next where things really take a turn. Fern summons her powerful friend to chat, and he begins to lead Fern away to have that private conversation. At this point, all the regular cast members tone it down and start to pay attention. They intuitively know from the flow of the game that this is Ashley's mini scene with Matt. And since this is the finale, it's the last chance to wrap up that side story. Well, Aabria completely misses this. As they walk away, she loudly declares something like, "I'm coming too," and starts to walk after them to insert herself into the scene.
Well, a black woman being loud and pushy. I mean, you guys,
call me skeptical.
Whoa.
I ain't never seen that.
You called in a strange time, dear.
Yes, I did. But it was just because I just need answers. And I just wanted to see how you're doing. Are you still a champion? I'm actually
takes your
unclear on how to
fingers and pulls you away from the troop and begins to walk away from the rest of you. Just taking the two of them away.
Someone has to grab me. I'm nosy.
Nobody's going to grab me. Just go.
I'm going.
All right.
I'm going to intrude. I'm going to be unwelcome.
Matt senses this is the wrong kind of energy to bring into what is probably supposed to be an earnest and sincere conversation. But Aabria is in full-on giggity goofball mode, and so he says the summon guy creates a wall of fire to block her from following.
You pull up. As you do, he kind of glances over his shoulder, and as he raises his hand, flames burn in front of you to just kind of block your path.
Respect.
Okay.
That's a DM telling you.
Fuck off.
Back off. Back off.
At this point, most players would think, oh, okay, Matt's trying to tell me something. I guess I'm not supposed to be in this scene. So let me fade into the background while someone else has a moment in the spotlight, but that's not what happens. Aabria either ignores the suggestion or just doesn't get it. After letting Matt and Ashley talk for maybe 30 seconds, Aabria declares that she can hear them from afar and she starts shouting out goofball things to them, just trying to get a laugh from other players at the table.
Hit it.
My lord's contract. He will be back.
Commitment. This is good.
It's just commitment. It just stresses me out so much.
But just fuck him. Sorry, I'm behind the flame wall.
Gotta giggle along because they don't want to be considered like racist, but they're probably just like, shut the fuck up. Just.
And how does Matt respond? Matt has the summoned extraplanar fling another spell, something like silence.
He flicks a finger up in that direction past you, and as you're shouting, your words come out to no sound.
He casts the dreaded Hush Shamiqua spell. The talk to the hand spell.
This is Matt's second warning. He even straight up says they cannot hear you. I don't know how much more plain he can make it. You're not involved in this scene, so be respectful while we're trying to do our own thing over here. Nevertheless, Aabria persists. She spends the next 60 seconds or so pantomiming what she would be saying if not silenced, gesticulating and drawing everyone's eyes. As a result, Fern and her friend don't really get to have a scene because the rest of the table's attention soon gets pushed elsewhere. The energy has changed, and so Liam O'Brien tags in and pushes them forward into the next scene. The advice for players should be obvious here, but don't be a spotlight hog. Read the room.
Or don't game with black women. I don't know. Works for me too. I don't know. Ryan over on a Rumble for 2. Is this a secondhand embarrassment? Read the room, lady. Yeah. You're dealing with somebody who has no shame. And when society tells people that they don't need to have any shame, what do you think's going to happen? Of course they're going to.
So this is, we all have Shaniqua trauma now.
Yes. Of course. Let's see.
Hi friends, this is your pal Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about what is Dungeons and Dragons. And I am just absolutely fascinated by this question because I've been asking it for...
Betting hypocritical role laments not gatekeeping the table. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Gatekeeping.
Kind of wormed her way in, didn't she?
I would say I've been on YouTube 13 years now, and I think I've been asking this question for 8 of those years. And I think I've learned a lot, and yet I still feel like there's so much more to learn. And right now...
Remember, like, back in the day getting Rickrolled?
Yes.
He just Rickrolled our audience.
I really believe Dungeons and Dragons...
You've been Garabayed.
...is revealing itself to be is the cutting edge of
a lot of videos.
Intellectual, emotional, and spiritual evolution for humanity.
D&D is the pinnacle of... Wow.
And that what you're seeing with Dungeons and Dragons is the emergence of a hyperhuman.
I think his deep end got deeper.
Yes, I would love to hear that again.
Scott is
Holy cow.
He's declaring the Uberman has emerged.
The hyperhuman.
The hyperhuman.
He's reading Dungeons and Dragons, the Bible, and Nietzsche at the same time.
I guess, yeah. Wow, I would buy his book in a Texas minute. I would devour anything this guy wrote.
I hope it's one of those great big coffee table books, you know.
Yeah.
Real big, lots of pictures.
Got to have his head in there, nice and big on the cover. Nostradamus.
No. Nostril. Nostril.
Nostradamus. Thank you, Crazy Mouse. Yep. Lord of Math Rocks. Thank you, Patrick.
Is not the same as other humans because they're the way they think, the way they feel, and the way they be has shifted and has advanced, matured, and jumped to the next level. And I think this looks really odd because it's happening at different axes for different dungeon masters and different dragon masters. Right? So some dragon masters may have evolved to the next stage spiritually and emotionally, but not intellectually.
Wow.
It's like some Scientology stuff here, isn't it?
I think he's onto something, though. I'm feeling hyperhuman right now.
Ryan for $10. Interest.
Bitter dregs.
I'm sorry, 14. Oh my God, 14,000. Bitterest of dregs and such for that much, Scott. Fuck, 14,000. The man goes at it, hammer and tong. You got to give him that. And like I said, we are pro Garibay here. He's crazy, but he's the good kind of crazy.
He's our kind of crazy.
He's our kind of crazy.
I think it's really common to see
thank you, Ryan.
People evolve emotionally, but not in other ways. Intellectually, but not emotionally and spiritually. And get this.
Travis
and I'll
Pop.
say another thing.
It used to be a joke, but is Scott forming a D&D religion? The Platonic solidism. Mr. Hero Almighty 377 for 10.
That's me and his money.
Mm-hmm. I'm a hyperhuman for 10. Done and done, sir.
Evolution.
Done and done.
The things that are added.
Thank you,
things
guys.
That are changed, the jumps that happen, they're not the same, right? So you can have two dungeon masters. They both have these evolutionary
Let's go. Mow the lawn in the background.
evolution, but not in
He didn't even bother to roll up the window
was
as he's driving by someone mowing the lawn.
Least amount of
I love it.
Respect for his own video.
I love the candidness of it.
Was
impromptu.
Was that freshly cut grass?
Oh yeah,
yeah, might have been.
Might be
different benefits, right? And it is really odd, and it looks really odd to the rest of the world, and it's one of the reasons why we've been ostracized. And that ostracism is quite real. If you talk to anybody who's played Dungeons and Dragons for a while, they'll tell you stories about, like, I've learned a long time ago, I cannot talk to muggles about Dungeons and Dragons. They don't even know what it is, right? But not even like, they think, oh, it's a board game, right? Like, and they're not asking that question at a philosophical level because I'm still determining. But I think it's really, really, really important to understand this, that Dungeons and Dragons is a mechanism that it is the cutting edge of human intellectual evolution, emotional evolution, and spiritual evolution. And two of those aren't even acknowledged by science, right? Like, they're not like...
Science is unwilling to acknowledge.
Yes. Science is lagging behind this.
You know what's
the
really
new Uber
weird
man
is we always watch him at night. And
Yeah.
is he really he's got a lead foot, man. He's driving really fast in like a neighborhood.
Yeah, slow down a little.
Slow
Scott.
down
We
just
don't
a
want
little
you.
bit.
Yeah,
He's
we
getting
don't
excited.
Yeah, we don't want you to get.
Not just a ticket, but just
but
for the
just-
safety
yeah,
of like a little kid.
Yeah, you don't want to
chasing a
run
ball.
over a kid, man. Yeah. Patrick for 2. I find it strange that as obsessed with D&D as he is, he doesn't appear to have benefited from the hyper-evolution of thought that he believes exists in D&D's structure. Yeah, fair point there, Patrick. Fair point. But it's these geniuses, sometimes they don't benefit from their own inventions. They're tortured.
There's no scientific discipline.
He does not live near us.
Studies
Same state.
Same
but
state.
Different side of the state.
emotional evolution, right?
We
or
live in a long
spiritual
state.
evolution. And then you have religions, right? But they don't. But there are no religions who are like, wait a second, I want to see how, spiritual evolution is being furthered. What spiritual, evolutions are happening on Dungeons and Dragons? There's no body. There's no body of knowledge, right? There's no
church
discipline.
needs to step in and just start examining how D&D is spiritually evolving people. Like, he's upset that type of research isn't going on.
That even has
Just do it yourself, Scott. I mean, you're most of the way there.
Which is pretty profound. Every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and say,
I am Pardue.
Please consider subscribing and have a
Pardue Garibay. Have a fetch millennium. Guys, we are going rapid fire tonight.
Wow.
55, 65, 75, 85. After that, you're probably dead.
Nate and Courtney.
And we're the monopoly couple.
Huh?
They play Monopoly?
Oh, cool.
Oh,
They may play Monopoly, but I don't think that you may want to listen up here. They're gonna tell you what all this means.
What does that mean?
Well, that means to me, as a monogamous person, that I only have romantic feelings for one person. So that person is Courtney, my wife. So I only have romantic feelings for her at one time. That's all I can do. That's the best I can do.
And I'm polyamorous, which means I have the capacity to have romantic feelings for more than one person at a time. Now, when we opened up our marriage 2 years ago, we were really struggling to find other couples in our situation that were.
Right. It does, doesn't it? Cuck
He's
has
just got
fears,
a defeated look on his face. This is a beaten man.
Yeah, your wife is a dirty whore.
Yeah. He's trying hard to believe.
A dirty whore.
Monogamous and polyamorous. And it was really hard to find. And so we talked about coming together and providing a resource where people who are interested in monogamous, polyamorous relationships or find themselves.
Look at how his neck is like swallowing. Like he has stuff to say, but he's swallowing it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's called his pride.
Well, it's like he wants, like she probably made him do this video.
Oh, it's a hostage video. Yeah. It's definitely a
like,
hostage video.
I don't know Morse code, but is his Adam's apple giving it to us at this moment?
Yeah. Watch the Adam's apple and the blinks maybe
She's
together.
like, if you don't make the video, I'm banging that other dude 10 times. But if you do make it, I'll only bang him 9 times.
We can still go out to dinner that one night. Yeah. You can still buy me dinner that night.
Have a place to come to be educated, inspired, and emboldened.
Right there, that huge swallow. Okay, yep.
If you want to learn more, please subscribe as we begin to talk about this journey.
And it has been a journey.
It's been a wild ride.
Sounds like it's been a good journey for you, sister.
Yeah.
Getting plowed by a bunch of strangers.
There's no delight in that smile.
Yeah.
There really isn't.
Yeah, that is hers is genuine. His is just
those cold, dead eyes resting atop that plastic smile.
He looks like remember Jack Nicholson as the Joker when he's like trying to like keep his smile in check when he had the human makeup on. It's kind of the way he looks.
How long have we been married?
So we've been married almost
number one guy.
20 years now. And during that time, we were mono couple, I guess you would say, for about...
So you're just a couple. Just say you're a couple.
You could say, yeah. Well, she was sleeping around the whole time.
Thor says she has shark eyes. Yeah, kind of does, doesn't she? Oof. Yeah, he could use a little bit of that.
17 of those years. And then about 2 years ago, Courtney came to me and asked to...
Badger. She's running at the wall like there's prize money for the top finisher, yeah. Yeah, she's... I would say right now we're zoomed in on the slow motion impact on the wall. She maybe has just started to hit it, but in about 5 years. Oof. Patrick for 2. My God, if you looked up beta male cuck in the dictionary, his picture is right next to the definition. Hate to say it, but if it looks like a cuck, it doesn't fuck like a cuck. It's a cuck.
Open the relationship up. Open our marriage.
Thank you, buddy.
Basically.
Yes, which is not actually the belief. A lot of people think that it's the man who typically is wanting to open up a marriage. And what I have found, it's actually a lot of women who have been in long-term relationships and are wanting.
Yeah, because women are dirty whores nowadays. Good Lord.
Now, that doesn't mean that Nate did anything wrong. And we're going to talk about through future episodes how we got to where we are now, because where we are now is not where we were 2.5 years ago when we opened it.
Because before I was just cheating on him behind his back.
Right.
Yeah.
But I realized he makes a lot of money, so I realized I should probably be more open, call it poly fun, and then, polywog or whatever it is.
Now she's probably blown out to like twice her size. You know?
If I smile during this video, she gets to take the cage off my weenie.
She has the gates of hell on, locked up. Ryan for 2. Nate just fucking sucked. It's not a moral failure on his part. Yeah. As she pats him on the head. Nothing you did wrong, honey. You're just a little half man, aren't you? Yeah, good Lord, her voice worse than the shrieking eels in the Princess
Talk
Bride.
about what it first looked like when we opened our marriage and how that whole story began. We'll just give you a brief overview today. Lots more to come in the future, but we hope you stick with us as we talk more and more.
As I get humiliated.
And please subscribe, because that's how we build our community. And that's really what we're looking to do, is build a community where people...
This chick saw like Jada Pinkett and is like, that's the way to go. That's the way to humiliate your man. I'm gonna go down that path.
of all relationship orientations feel supported, and they can come and ask questions, because we want to share.
I have a question. Why are you such a fucking whore?
So, Courtney, do you want to start by telling the story of how we got here? begin that way. Why don't you?
Where do we even begin?
I would say let's begin 2.5 years ago.
I hate to say it, this sort of does prove. Look, his mannerisms are effeminate.
Yeah.
He has slouchy shoulders. He's an effeminate guy. Now, I think I did a little research. He's a doctor.
There you go. Called that.
Smart guy, doctor.
So he's got a lot of money, so she didn't want to break up with him.
Yeah, he takes care of her. But in the same respect, you can't fake respect. You can't.
Right.
And I'm not... I mean, there's limited things you can do, but he could do more than he is. He has that sort of soft, like, squishy, like, look to him. I don't know, it does nothing to engender any kind of respect from her. So he allows himself to be trampled on like this, and obviously, if he's allowing this, then he almost deserves it in some respect. I mean, I feel for him, but... Toby for 2. Ruprecht, the genital cuffs may come if you behave. Joyce says it is his fault. He made the mistake in agreeing to open their marriage. Yeah. I agree.
Total bitch move.
Overlay I crawled into her lap and sobbed over this dude because yikes, yeah. Yeah. All I'm saying is beware. Eat some red meat. Do a few push-ups. Yeah. You don't have to be like super duper macho. You don't have to be quite this soft though. And this dude is very soft, and he allows this to happen to him. So I don't have much respect for him. That doesn't excuse her behavior. She's a dirty hoe who enjoys humiliating her husband, who takes care of her. But,
and you know what? Like, think of the respect that he does not have at the hospital anymore.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Because now this is public. Yeah. They have their own YouTube channel. Yeah. Now people just snicker behind his back.
And bang his wife.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Thank you, Zolan.
All the other doctors are like, hey, what's your wife doing today?
Yeah. Exactly.
No, they probably schedule him like, oh yeah, you're gonna be working night shifts from like now until.
Do you concur? I
concur. Yeah.
The delight she has in her eyes, that face of hers versus his is pretty dynamic.
Well, right now she's thinking of Tyrone.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like throwing, and then when she goes back to this guy, it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Yeah, it's like that song. Her eyes have the mist from smoke of a distant fire. Draco the Great for 2. Yeah, this guy needs to go to work for that one CEO. Yeah,
you're mine now,
yeah.
Brownie.
Come on, brown boy. Jeffrem for 10. I got a feeling their kids' names are Tyrone, Chico, and Wang. At this point, he's probably happy none of them bark. Ouch! Give him a drop for that. That was 10 crazy mouse.
I know nothing. Nothing.
Thank you so much, Jeffrem. Much appreciated, brother. Yeah, post-apocalypse. Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray Ray.
You we're thinking about opening the marriage.
Yes, I asked him over our anniversary dinner.
Oh, right.
Ouch.
That's a knife to the heart.
It's not sexy.
If he would like to have a threesome. But I didn't really want a threesome. And he did not want one either.
No.
I didn't want him involved at all. He makes me sick.
Again, I'm monogamous. And so for me, I only look for one partner at a time. That's what my romantic capabilities are maxed out at.
Mm-hmm.
So what did that mean to you, though, Courtney?
What I found is that for most of my life, because I grew up really religious, and we got married young. Nate was 21.
Tale as old as time.
I was 22. And the idea of having more than one sexual partner ever was like terrible. Like you were going to hell. There was a lot of shame and a lot of religious trauma around that. And so when I realized,
I got news for you, Toots. It's true. You're going to hell.
Was polyamorous, that I desired to have more than one romantic partner in my life. Is
that what horny's called?
Identity.
Polyamorous?
Yes.
I think they used to call it in the
Deviant.
80s a slut.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Idea of having to share me with somebody else.
No, and that, the reason behind that was we had this, I guess, traditional marriage for a long time. And so in my mind, that was how the relationship was going to work. It was going to work like that forever. It was like that in the past. It was like that now, and it's going to continue that way. And also, I think because
she had other ideas,
what polyamory meant, right? So a lot of my initial concerns, which we'll discuss more on this channel as we go along, were, well, Courtney just wants to basically have an affair, wants to sleep with someone else, right? Like, what could be missing from this relationship, right? What was I doing wrong? What was not, what did I not do to complete?
She's nodding. Mm-hmm. What did you do? What did you do wrong?
I have a whole list here.
Yeah. Ryan for 2. Just get up at 9 a.m. for church and stop being a harlot. It's not trauma. Yes, thank God.
Because again,
exactly.
We've been told that that one other person, you find them, they complete you the rest of your life, and you sort of, white picket fences, have a house together, 2.3 kids, and everything's...
Well, you complete her financial needs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's cheaper to keep her.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be perfect, which, again, for many of us, we know, and as I've gone through...
Maybe that's what he's thinking. Maybe he just doesn't want her to take half of his shit, so he's like, eh. The ultimate would be if, like, this whole mono thing was a lie, and he was every time she thinks he's at work, he's out, like... just going to town, call girls,
plowing nurses.
Yeah, plowing nurses.
I want to believe that.
Yeah,
I really want to believe that. But
yeah, I don't think so.
Not seeing it.
Yeah, I'm not either. But
Disneyland dream.
Yeah, full on Stockholm syndrome. Yep,
exist. It may for some people, and again, we're not here to judge that and talk about that. We're here to talk about our journey. Mm-hmm. And so the idea that one person can meet all your needs is
this is my story.
Realistic, and probably is potentially leading to harm that it does that, right? We try to fit ourselves in.
Cal, it is a lot easier just to have a dog, isn't it? Ultra for 2, liar whore. Stories like this make me happy that I'm involuntarily a single dad. These women shouldn't be allowed to have or be around kids. There's a good case for it. Anybody this selfish is always going to put their needs, not only obviously ahead of the man that she has no respect for, but probably her kids too. There's something deeply broken inside this chick. Women physically and biologically don't do this. They're set up to pair bond. It's literally in their DNA in evolution. Just they release different hormones for different things. They're set to like pair bond with somebody to have stability and then just stay with them and then have kids and then raise those kids.
I want her to move back just a little bit. I want to see what's on her boob.
Yeah.
Like, is that
It's probably her hand.
Maybe. Or her boyfriend's hand.
He's
feeling her up on video.
He's giving her oral right below the camera level. Bob, we just call it swinging. Yeah. Well... But remember, he doesn't do any of that stuff. He just sits there, and I don't even think he wants to watch.
She makes him watch.
I'm going to hope that he at least says, don't tell me about this stuff, but who knows. Badger for 5. We're going to hear this story all over again, but Keith Morrison will be telling the story. Thank you,
try to shrink
Badger.
ourselves down. And that means...
Husband, this was my dream. Whore, fuck your dream.
Best way forward for a lot of people.
Yeah, and we want people to know that monogamy isn't the only option. Like that you can be in a mixed relationship style marriage or long-term relationship, and that you have the ability to question the default or what is called compulsory monogamy, where that's just expected. Everyone does it because that's what you're supposed to do.
Really good excuse for being a harlot.
It's not my fault. It's society's fault.
Yes.
We've been doing it wrong for a couple thousand years.
She is not a saucy tart.
No,
we don't believe that that's the case.
Not at all.
And so we wanted to share again our journey so that people can understand that there's nothing wrong with them. And that was something I struggled with for a really long time because I felt that who I was as a polyamorous woman was hurting who Nate was.
All right. We're going to let these two go. We can join. Did you guys get the idea?
We just saw the destruction of the male soul.
Yeah. If you're a guy, don't ever let a woman do that to you.
Yeah, that guy was looking real happy.
Yeah. Eat some red meat and do your push-ups.
Drink whole milk.
Drink whole milk, yes. If you have kids, give your boys whole milk as soon as you can. Go here.
Hey, Boobay. Been a little bit. So I am blessed to run multiple all-black D&D tables per week. I think I'm at 3.
I'm blessed. I get to bang this white woman. She's got a husband.
She cray.
Who's a doctor. She's the greatest.
My Goliath sorcerer in one of my IRL games refers to her character as, yeah, I'm that bigger nigga.
Oh, okay.
I want you guys to start referring to me.
I had a character today in my session played by Sunny Day Jones say that she took some maracas.
Sunny Day?
Sunny Day.
Do we just call her Sunday?
No.
For her afro and started twerking to some dance music that was being played by the local Vistani in Barovia.
There you go, Zolt. We got black women in Barovia twerking. Let's go over to Zolt for some comment. What is your official statement, sir?
Strahd would not
Yeah.
stand for that at all.
He'd be like, what? Be like in Gangs of New York when that one bald guy's like, Father, there's a nigger in the church. Oh my God. It's like just mortified. Patrick for 2. I have absolutely no respect for the polyamorous cheaters or cuckolds. Yep. Don't believe they have any concept of loyalty. I don't care who is butthurt by my saying that. No, I agree. I mean, I think you inherently as a man, your first reaction is like, that poor guy. But if you just think about it a little bit, it's like you deserve it. You're allowing this chick to walk all over you.
Not to mention.
But Rogan said it best, though. Maybe he's in it. He played it all out financially. He's like, man, if I leave her, maybe he's in a state where she gets half. And if he's a doctor with a fat bank account, I don't know if they have kids or not, but let's say he has a practice and he has a sizable thing all saved up. She gets half of that shit. Mm-hmm. Fuck that. I'm staying.
I would still be so bent out of shape if I knew my wife was banging some dude in my summer house and I'm sitting here in my mansion. That's my house.
Yeah. But in the same respect, you don't have to be, when she comes to you and says, hey, let's broadcast my whorishness to the whole world on YouTube.
You just lost your practice.
Yeah. You could just say like, no, that's not going to happen. You can fuck other guys. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and be your smiling
puppet.
Your little prop as you do it. So he deserves it.
Folk in Barovia is hilarious.
And if it were me, I'd pay the half.
There you go. That's Antonio's. Thank you. I lean that
There
way
you go.
too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to look at it from another point of view.
Yeah, it's not worth your dignity. You only go around this this world once.
And if this, I get it. People will forget about that video in some time.
Yeah,
just move to another city, open up your practice somewhere else.
Grow up, if you can, grow a mustache or beard. Like change your name to your middle name or something,
and grow a set of balls.
Black play nurturing femme-bodied characters without being mitigated to the mammy stereotype or the group mom are voluntarily able to be nurturing without expectation. I have a spirits bard at my table that the rest of the player characters refer to her as auntie. And I am so glad that so many of my brothers, sisters, and siblings are now moving into Dungeons and Dragons spaces. I'm so glad to start seeing more black advocates.
We're not.
In D&D because I felt alone for so long. See, the thing is I've
just kidding.
Check the track record. Watch the videos. I've been here. I've been advocating for black tables. I've been advocating for black representation in Dungeons and Dragons. I love you, and only you, black person, can tell stories of other black people that are healing, evolutionary, and revolutionary. I love you. I'll see you soon.
Comment.
He's happy. I don't know.
All I heard is there's blacks in Barovia.
No,
we need to twerking blacks in Barovia. That will not, as George Bush said, that will not stand.
This might be a cis white thing, but I have never once felt like I needed to see any kind of representation in anything ever.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything and be like, man, this is really missing this type. Who the fuck cares about that?
So gay and stupid.
It is.
These snowflakes are totally ruining D&D. We should have gate kept way harder.
Unironically true.
That's right.
Their politics absolutely getting everywhere.
I like this guy.
I mean, can we make fantasy fantastic again? You know?
I think this guy was parodying me. I think he might have been.
There seems to be a parallel there.
Oh, yeah. You know, gotta institute democracy. Freedom ain't free.
That's right. Hey, he was against the monarchy. That means I'm no kings.
Oh, this guy again.
Yeah.
He's a
Post
serpent.
Malone plays D&D. You could summarize D&D in one 30-second video.
Marilyn Manson plays D&D, it looks like.
This dude looks like more of a Vampire the Masquerade player.
Yeah.
How did D&D get featured in season 2 of Ted? Chelsea, one of the writers I know, is a huge fan of the game, plays it a lot herself, and she's how it got in. When I first got sent the email that the title of episode 3 was Dungeons and Dealers, I was like beside myself with excitement. Was super hyped. When I saw that there was a DM character, I immediately hit up the producers and I was like, you gotta get Brennan Lee Mulligan in there as the DM.
So now we got Brennan Lee Mulligan in Ted.
Telling you guys it's gonna be worth it, and I think it was.
How does that make you feel? BLM is escaping containment.
We did not gatekeep hard enough. We did not gatekeep hard enough.
Nope.
I always wanted, there's another character I wanted to play that pattern in my head for a while, which would be an Azamar Divine Soul Sorcerer with like a max charisma and just play like the hyper bubble person. Because I think so many heroes do have a tragic backstory.
Yes.
Playing someone who is like, I'm from
just,
a
like, really
speak
hot
fast
and,
enough.
like really rich and had a really good life.
Gay enough.
I'm from a line of angel sorcerers. We live in a tower. We go out and fight evil because we are uniquely gifted to be able to do that. My parents are super good. They're both alive. They told me that I should grow up and be a hero. That sounded chill to me.
They love me very much. They love each other very much, not in a weird kinky way, just like really like open and kind.
How could your parents loving each other be like kinky? I don't understand.
That seemed weird too.
Yeah.
They made me very aware that because of all of this privilege, I was probably going to be a douchebag if I wasn't careful. So I try to be very humble, but I also am here to help. Let me know.
Yeah, it's
if
the
I can.
Antony.
He's talking about his character, right?
Yeah. I think there might be a little mixing going on.
It's like, I do have the blood of angels in my veins. I am here to solve your problems.
And I'll make you some guacamole.
I make a dope guacamole. Yeah. Beautiful. I love that.
Sounds fun.
What I like to affectionately call the waiting room for the patients. As you can see, I
this
strap
guy
them down
again.
and make sure they don't wriggle out. And over here is the electrocombobulator, which actually hooks up to a weather vane on top of the building.
I remember him from last week.
That's right.
I remember her from last
I decided to give you guys little doses this week. Just little tiny doses. Yeah.
Hey, everybody, go smash that like button.
Yeah.
Smash it. If you're not subscribed,
Listen, I haven't
what
got
are you
much
waiting
to
for?
explain, but I know that we haven't got off the best foot, but you're going to have to trust me and then just smack you really hard on the back and sort of with my then stomach.
Oh,
she
there
speaks.
she is.
She speaks.
Screaming out. Just open your mouth. And then I'm going to roll for my study.
You're going to have to trust me. Just open your mouth.
Yeah, it's completely innocent. What are you talking about, Dev?
No, I
Okay, having seen my wife being smashed
What?
by this huge creature's bludgeoning.
Oh wow.
She's
bulging fit.
She's holding back some laughter.
Mm-hmm. Wife getting smashed with bulging creatures.
You summon your spiritual weapon that normally takes the form of a truncheon. This time it does not. Instead, you see a massive scythe come out with a wicked curved blade.
-2 to hit. You're not familiar with it.
That's not good.
White Dungeon Master. Okay, so I got everyone's characters here. Love the backstories. Such humble beginnings. Love it. That's the White Dungeon Master. Zin. I think that's her. So you're playing royalty again.
Because she's a queen.
That's queen with a K. Contrast that with the Aabria Iyengar earlier. There you go. This is what you get. Gatekeep. Gatekeep.
The goblins have a right to defend themselves. We can't change the orcs' behavior, so we should just leave them all alone. Sure, the dragons are hoarding all the gold, but if we increase taxes on the dragons, they'll just fly all their wealth to an offshore kingdom.
He works at a Quickie Mart, doesn't he? AM, PM?
Yeah. He's got a point about the dragons, though. He doesn't realize he's making some good points here.
Something tells me this dude's boss is trying to rape bang him. That's just a guess.
Yeah. Guarantee you he's married to a fish head wife.
No one can agree with the evil wizard's politics, but as a lawful good paladin, I don't wish death upon anybody. He had a wife and kids.
People, man.
Eli,
There
listen,
she is.
It's been so long, and I
Nora. Well, she's still not talking. Everybody's still talking over her.
He's obsessive and neurotic.
It's Bruno Mars again.
He's going
Eli,
to get us all killed.
he's my husband. A privilege you lost many years ago.
I didn't lose the privilege. You took it away from me.
I took it away.
You took it away. But that's not the important part. The important part is when I saw you, I couldn't imagine you.
D&D, ladies and gentlemen.
What does it matter to you?
The days of our lives.
It does.
Like sands through the hourglass.
He might be a lot of things, but he is a genius. Either way, don't say anything to Creme,
This is
and
riveting.
don't say anything to Levandria.
His character's name is Creme de la Creme, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, jeez.
Zolt, this is the official D&D live play. This is their competition to Critical Role. You know, what you saw earlier.
Mm-hmm. They both suck in my
Oh,
opinion.
they're awful. I mean, Critical Role just, it's sort of better by default, but it, obviously Critical Role sucks too. But this is like a pale imitation of something that sucks.
But let's look at it from another perspective. She's pretty, and the black girl, she's wearing me down. She's pretty too. And then the Indian woman, that's the DM. I think that this group of 5 has better looking women than the other group.
You mean across the board?
Yeah.
But I will say they still have the best of
tits.
the best, like Marisha.
This girl here,
No, I think Marisha Ray's still probably
better looking than her.
Yeah.
It's hard not to see Marisha in a bikini when you look at her doing live play.
I may be seeing that through rose-colored sunglasses, but
bikini-covered glasses.
even with the little bit of weight she's put on, she's still pretty. She's horrible, though. I mean, Marisha Ray's a horrible person. This one looks like Onatop, doesn't she?
A little bit.
Looks a little bit like Onatop.
She looks like girl I worked with at Old Navy.
I think I see the connection there. Yep.
Yeah.
A part of my life for what, 75 years?
She does voices like Zolt.
Yes. Yeah, master of. Yeah.
Well, who's counting?
That's sad. I'm just so sad for him.
Man, those look like fun campaigns to play in.
I know.
He obviously didn't drink enough milk when he was a kid.
That's Double D's Tuesday night game.
I know they're trying to entertain, but are there ever like D&D sessions where they're not trying to do like bullshit, like slapstick humor constantly? Like, do they ever just take the game seriously and just play the game?
As they see it, but I mean, it's
guess.
nothing we would like relate to. It's because it's all based on like interpersonal, inner character stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to understand, these are all theater kids. They're legit theater kids. They're all voice actors. Onatop was a great Bond girl name. Yeah, probably one of the best they came up with.
Fucking
Xenia.
theater kids, man.
Yeah, they're kind of ruining stuff, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. What you gonna do?
They were great to pick on.
Back in the day. Now they are the gamma nerds.
They have become hyperhuman through the evolutionary
right,
process of playing D&D.
And they are every bit as bad as the supposed jocks were supposed to have been. And they never were. The jocks were never bad like that. But every stereotype of the jock from the 80s, being mean and all that. That's all these like nerd kids. They're like twice as bad.
Last week, that live play did have combat. That everyone.
Yeah, it started with a combat, but it was almost like you could barely tell though, because there was just so much weird stuff going on through. It wasn't like
so much so that we had to figure out when the one person took like 30 some points of damage,
right?
If they were still up.
Yep. I want out of this game. Can I intentionally fail my death save after hanging myself? Says Patrick. Ouch.
Oh, I don't know about that, Patrick. I think you're needed.
All right, guys. Do yourselves a favor. You're gonna want to watch this one over on Rumble tonight. You just got to trust me on that. I ain't gonna spoil it, but you're gonna want to watch that. So I'm gonna shut this one down as I always do. You guys know the drill. But if you're new here, just go to the link in the description of this stream, either on Rumble or YouTube. There should be a link to the mystery movie watch party number 10. It's number 10. We've made it this far, so I decided to do a really good, solid one here. So you guys go ahead. If you can't join us, I understand. But if you're not doing anything, just come on over. Trust me, you guys are going to like it. You just got to give me about 5 minutes at the most. Probably not even that. So we'll meet you guys over there. And we'll see you in 2 and 2.
Before you walk out the door, hit the like button.
Yes, yeah. If you can, go ahead and do that. So
like and subscribe.
We'll see you in just a few moments, guys.